Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. And join us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Hi, good morning from the couples couch.
Welcome back to the couples couch.
No, literally, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Do you remember Mace? He was a rapper. No. And I think he put out that song, Welcome Back, because he went out for a little bit and then he came back. He like converted to Christianity during that time. Like, it was a wild time. But anyways, hi, happy Monday.
Oldies like welcome back. Some oldie song like that, and that's the song I always think of whenever we say that.
Yeah,
and you have a boss that says that. Oh, okay. You have a boss that says that every time she gets on a call, and I'm like, haha, I love that because it reminds me of that song. I'm like, she probably knows that reference. I'm gonna have to ask her the next time I see her.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
It makes me also think of Judy Collins.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
God bless Miss Judy Collins, Michelle Collins' mother. She is a queen.
The queen of Miami.
The queen of Miami. But before I stray too far down the landy.
Yeah. Should we give them the rhyme of the day?
Let me give you the rhyme of the day, folks. All right, you ready?
Beyond.
Happy Monday, everybody. It's your rhyme of the day, and we haven't been here in a while. You're welcome. She celebrated her 40th birthday.
Uh-huh.
And now she's a married lady.
Oh.
All that today on our stories with the Couples Couch podcast with Tanner and KB Cunningham. I'm KB. Nice to meet you.
Tanner. Nice to hear from you.
Y'all, it's been a minute. So we have actually been in the great state of Louisiana.
Wow. Gorgeous, stunning.
Actually, the great city of New Orleans is how I'd say it.
Yeah.
Louisiana really doesn't tickle my fancy as a whole. Some backwards politics. Sure. It's sweaty. Hot. There's alligators.
Swampy.
It's a little swampy.
Yeah.
But it's also incredible. Yeah, and there is like, for me, you know, Dorothy says there's no place like home. I believe there's no place like New Orleans. It is so, I could cry. It's so special to me.
Wow. I love that. We should have a Yellow Brick Road moment there.
Call Elton John, call Taylor Swift.
Calling all the queens.
The hero journey's home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been in Nola, and honestly, our days are so busy there, and we love it. It's not like anything like our life here, and so it's such a fun.
Oh my gosh, it's really not. Like, we got to hang out with people every day. That's so rare for us.
Yeah, we don't do that here, and that's just because like the people we love live far away, really.
Or they're like old and have like full time. You know what I mean? Like it's just like your work coincided where we could hang out with them every single day.
And like I'm so lucky that I get to work with really cool people. Right. That like I actually enjoy hanging out with. No, it was
the best. Like I had so much fun.
Shout out! I know one of you listens while you get ready. I love you so much.
Yeah. Obsessed. But yes. So no, it was so much fun, but it was so much different than our normal life, but it was amazing.
It's amazing. And you know what? Like I romanticize. We actually tried to stay an extra day, but changing our flights would be so expensive. And I was like, we cannot do that out of pocket. That is wild. We have birthdays coming up. We have so much to do. And we were there for 6 nights. So honestly, like it was time to come home.
It was. And to give some reference, we stayed right on St. Charles. So if you know anything about New Orleans, like
in the Garden District.
In the Garden District, the streetcar comes like right up to the hotel. We stayed at the Hotel Tonnelle.
It used to be the Hotel Indigo.
Right. And
it's since like being redone again.
And there's a Brothers Chicken on the corner that will literally change your life.
It'll literally change your life. My boss was like, I ate Brothers Chicken, like, and told me a little bit of a story. And I was obsessed with the story. Yeah. And so the next night, Tanner was like, we're going to Brothers Chicken. And we're getting chicken.
And it changed our lives.
And I literally, like, I hope you're hearing this. I literally sat in bed and ate that chicken and then TKO'd. Yeah. Like, literally, like, got carb full, turned on the Big Bang Theory, shut my eyes as soon as we hit play. It was so good.
So good. Yeah, the food. I mean, like the hotel was incredible, but the food is incredible.
Miss Alicia at the hotel, shout out to you. Like, and Jonathan.
Jonathan,
thank you, Jonathan
was an
and
angel.
Alicia.
Yeah.
I don't know if Marriott Bonvoy will ever hear this, but Hotel Tonnelle, Marriott Bonvoy, Alicia and Joshua are such incredible staff. There was not a rude person there.
No.
Everybody was just so amenable. Like, people don't get their flowers enough. I will go leave a review online also.
Oh, that's a great idea.
But like,
put your money where your mouth is. Leave a review online.
No, literally, if you take the time to leave a review online, and people only do it for like negative things.
I was gonna say.
And I'm like, I love to go. I rarely write something negative online to a company. I will email them directly. That's my policy there.
I like that.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. We're side tangenting, but let me just tell you this. So I don't believe in, unless the brand is like, or company is like, continue to like mess up over and over again, or just like be like nasty. Like, what's the point of writing a review online? Like, I believe like same thing like you do in person. You go and speak with someone, tell them your experience, and move on. And like, you hope they make it up to you. I did that with the company here. And like, we just had like a bad experience with a waiter. And I was just like, hey, I just like, you asked me for my feedback, and I don't want to leave a response on Yelp.
Right.
Like, you're a small business. Like, I want to support you, but this is what should happen. And they comped our meal and gave us
a gift card.
For like the amount of our past meal. And like,
they just like made it right. And it was
so
really
kind.
Nice. Yeah.
And like, that's what people will do. Like, if you tell them like things aren't going well, sometimes it's just like, but a lot of times like they're like, thank you, we appreciate that. Like, don't do that to our business. So I say all that to say, don't just leave negative reviews online. I only leave positive reviews online. If I go in to leave a review, it's like, wow, glowing, stunning, bitch, you're the shit. Like, it's everything that like you are. So yeah.
And so like, I think, yeah, we'll just be leaving positive reviews for New Orleans in general. No notes. It was amazing.
No, I'm just so obsessed every time.
Obsessed. We got to do a lot of walking. That was great. We walked almost 6 miles. Yeah, 6 miles in one night. That was incredible.
Thursday night, we had like such a great day Thursday. Mm-hmm. We got done a little bit earlier, got to go hang out, eat such good food. And you know what? I had a pina colada. I haven't had a pina colada.
You did? That was kind of wild.
I know. I was like, who is she? Yeah. Who does she think she is with the pina colada? And I literally was getting caught in the rain. It was so sexy.
Some would say it's almost a song.
But I actually think about the Taco Bell version of that song.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah. If you hate filling out your time sheets. Yeah, who cares? Anyways, so what were we talking about?
We were talking about walking around on Thursday evening, and we walked almost 6 miles.
Yeah, we walked almost 6 miles. Brooks is literally a skinny legend from all his walking.
Tiny. You can't even see him.
Actually, little Brooks update. He's been on his weight loss journey since February.
Mm-hmm. Since the doctor fat shamed him.
The doctor fat shamed him in December. We were in denial, and then we were like, we need to do something about this. So we ordered Brooks Annie new food, and like really just been monitoring him, making sure he gets almost 2 miles a day of a walk. Like, but this past week, our baby was walking. And last night, Tanner and I were looking at him. We were on a walk here at home, and we were like, he's skinny.
Yeah.
Like, he's really skinny. Like, he's like the smallest little lump I've ever seen. And guess what?
What?
He's lost officially 5 pounds.
I know.
5 pounds on a little body is a lot. So Brooks Annis literally, he has abs now. Like, if you want him for any dog modeling, Brooks has been getting brand deals. If you need him to do any dog modeling for you, like, he is a skinny legend, okay?
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, some would say trim spa baby. Like, he's literally Nicole Smith himself.
No, I heard he was on Ozempic. That's literally what I heard.
Oh my God, he got a semaglutide to a sponsorship with Weight Watchers.
No, literally.
Could never be me.
I know, I'm sad. I want it to, Brooksy. No, but another Brooksy Day update. Whenever we stayed at the Hotel Tonnelle, they had like a really cool little bench at the foot of the bed. And we were like, oh, cute. Brooks can sleep there.
Ah, yes.
And, you know, he slept there for several hours that first night. And then I wake up to him shaking on top of me.
Shaking with the rain, somebody.
Yeah, and so usually, just if you don't know, if Brooks is shaking, that means a couple of things. He's either nervous or he has to go outside. And I was like, okay, it's like 3 a.m. and I'm not doing that.
3 a.m.
And so KB taught me a little trick is if you just rub his head, he'll go right back to sleep.
You rub his head and just throw a blanket over top of him.
Right. You're like, but no, you don't have to.
You woke me up.
Yeah, but I needed the blanket. I needed to procure the blanket.
So he woke me up. He was like, you just coughed. Are you awake?
Exactly. I was like, exactly. Tell the truth. I did not wake you up. You coughed. So I said, she's awake. I said, hey, will you grab that blanket over there? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, because I had to get my feet off of said elevated position and put those two.
Okay, but I thought if I got up, he was going to pee in the bed. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like,
Tanner is such a first-time dad here. It's so sweet.
I was just like, I don't know what he's going to do. And so...
No, he's just being a little BITC.
No, for sure he was. And we let him... I caved. Obviously, I'm the weakest link.
There was no we here. I just said...
Well, you procured the blanket, so I do kind of blame you.
It was 3 a.m.
Like you are or whatever that's called. Like you're tied to this.
Yeah, I would be an accomplice, essentially.
An accomplice, thank you. And so, yeah, he slept us first night.
I would argue brainwashed.
Yeah, taken advantage of. in your state of sleepiness.
No, literally.
But anyway, so he slept with us first night. It was fine. He slept kind of normally. The second night, he did the same thing. And then the third night, we were eating, and KB is like, oh my God, what is that? I look down. What I see on this beautiful white duvet, I see a piece of black pepper. KB's like, that's a flea.
I freaked the out, y'all, because Brooks has had fleas before. Like, I know fleas. I know how to get them off of Brooks. But also, like, it's scary because you're like, you have to double check. Mm-hmm. And so, to go ahead about your pepper.
Well, I'm looking at this little piece of black pepper, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, KB. I think I just like spilled some pepper, and that thing jumps 25 feet into the air and lands back onto the bed. I was like, terrified, quaking. I immediately was up out of the bed. I was like, we're moving hotel rooms. Like, I don't know what's doing. It's infested. We've got to burn the place to the ground. It's over.
No. Thankfully, though,
we had our BugMD. Is that it?
Yeah, we had our BugMD, flea and tick.
Yeah, we have
It's like safe for all furniture. It's safe for pets. It's amazing.
It's essential oil based, yeah, and it really did the job. Killed the flea. I sprayed that little piece of pepper, and it died.
No, literally, it like had like one jump left, and it was like 1 night only, and then it just like fell over, and then like we sprayed. Everything. Yeah,
we stripped the sheets.
We had to strip the sheets and remake the bed.
Yeah,
because
and
like he just cautious because our little fat boy was sitting on our bed and he
had fleas.
He had a flea. And by 3 fleas, I mean there was at least 3.
And so he obviously got a bath the following day as well.
Yes, a blaff.
A blaff and a bath.
And his like.
And he's on Ozempic. He's like really an influencer.
No, he got a bath. He had his BugMD, and then the rest of the time there, he had his Cliganic.
No, he did.
Brooks literally influenced the shit out of New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans was so influenced by Brooks. Like everyone was blowing him kisses, like taking his photo. They were like
so kind there about dogs. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, they were obsessed with Brooks, and he was really the star of the show. I do have to say, even though he did have fleas, and that was kind of traumatic.
That was traumatic, but we got rid of them very quickly.
Thanks to BugMD and Cliganic. Well, the Cliganic helped with the mosquitoes and the other pests, but
yes, no, the Cliganic I think just helps with the other stuff, but it just keeps
it's all
them
natural
away.
again,
and it has like essential oils on it, so like that, and like I don't like to put essential oils on my dogs,
and
like
honestly,
typically, and it has to be diluted because like you, like just like disclaimer, like you can't just go put like peppermint on your dog. Like I've done that before to Brooks, and like he like lost a patch of hair.
Yeah, not
like
ideal.
And then like I read up on it. It's like not healthy for it to be like happening around them all the time. But like they're like worse. It's like better than putting like
chemicals,
another chemical on him. So yeah, like just like don't come for me there. Like I just heard people in my head.
Oh really?
Already.
Okay, yeah, no.
So I was just like, don't come for me. It's better than him having to like take a freaking antibiotic.
Right. Well, yeah, and no, it really worked. So they can't say anything to us, and we don't care about them anyways.
Yeah. The haters are my motivators because BugMD was the ish, man. It was so helpful. We loved them. And actually, tell them about your Cliganic. Y'all have seen me post about Cliganic. I'll be posting about them again soon.
Oh, yeah. I was getting eat up by the mosquitoes.
Tanner is so mosquito prone. I'm really not. I only get like 2 or 3 bites, like here and there.
It has something to do with your blood type and all those different things. And they really love to suck my blood. And so luckily, we had the Cliganics. I wore them as ankle bracelets because they seem to bite my ankles most and legs. And I didn't get a single one after that because I got several. I probably have Zika virus right now. I got several bites the night before I wore the Cliganic, and then they potentially saved my life from Zika virus.
No, literally. And Zika was such a hot topic 4 years ago with the Summer Olympics. And here we are back again.
I was going to say it's back. That's why I'm scared of the Zika. The Zika's back.
Because it was like Zika, COVID, all of that in 1 year. It was literally like
a time bomb.
Yeah,
tick, tick, boom.
Tick, tick, boom. Yeah.
Tick, tick, boom. So, tick, tick, boom.
Yeah, that like literally was so helpful.
What? Oh, the Cliganic. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, but so that was like our trip in a nutshell in New Orleans. It was really great, really swell. I had a good time. Anything that we missed, didn't talk about?
No, I think we like basically hit it on the head. We loved our hotel. BugMD saved our life. The food was next level. I think that's the last thing to really talk about was a little bit of we started your birthday celebration in New Orleans. So Tanner and I have like a birthday routine here of what we want to do, but this year we wanted to change it up. Like we were like, that's been so fun for the last 2 years.
Right.
But like, what do we want to do? And I was like, we're going to be in New Orleans. Can we like start celebrating there? Plus it was payday. So hello.
Yeah.
So we did. If
you are in New Orleans and they're on a Thursday or Friday, you have to go to the Commander's Palace during their lunch special. You have to call and get reservations. They have a full dress code, so make sure you bring a collared shirt if you're a man and pants and closed-toed shoes. and go. It is amazing. Like, the experience is unmatched. They walked us through the kitchen. I had literal chills. It was incredible. KB like connected with the hostess,
The hostess was literally the mostest.
Yeah, and she like put us in the best room. She said it was the garden room, I think, and it was stunning. It started to rain. Like, it was just beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. And
the food, wow.
The food, actually, so like you walk in and like they walked us to the kitchen, which was so cool. And then we were sat by like this, like these incredible like people. I don't know, like the wait staff. Like there was like 5 wait staff for like per table. And they like even refreshed our water while we were there. And then like let's talk about the food. The lunch specials are wild. Like what you can get on a lunch special at Commander's Palace if you can get in.
Yeah, the Rezzies.
It was so good. And so we had turtle soup, and you had like this gumbo.
Yeah.
But then we had like this. You had like a catfish.
Yeah.
It was like it was like the most beautiful catfish I've ever seen on a bed of purple cabbage with like this green sauce.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful looking. I was like, okay, Bobby Flay, like it's so good in here, and it makes sense. They've won so many restaurant awards. So like they've won like multiple James Beard awards.
Yeah.
They've run multiple like Open Table, Rezzy, like anything like that you can win like for
the
an
Commander
award.
has won.
Yeah, the Commander's won, and just like it was just top notch, next level. And the best thing,
what did you get, a quail or something?
Oh, I got quail.
Yeah, it was really good. It looked good. I did try it.
Yeah,
it was like, delicious.
It was so tender, like so juicy. I was like, oh,
and the sauce, I love a sauce.
I love this.
Like, you're a quail now.
No, literally, I'm like, I love the quails. So, and it was like stuffed with like something, I don't even know.
No clue.
So good. And then we had dessert, and the banana pudding stuff was, wow, I love pudding.
I love pudding. That's like a classic KB saying if you don't know it. We were standing in our kitchen once. I don't think anybody knows it, but I'm going to tell it now.
Nobody knows it, but I love it.
We were standing in our kitchen, and she looked at, I believe you opened the fridge, and she was just like dreaming about having some pudding later, and she goes, wow, I love pudding. And that just struck me as so funny. Like, I was on the floor cackling, and I say it at least twice a week. I love pudding.
I love pudding. No, because it's just like such a little FA thing to say.
No,
I love pudding.
That's definitely going to be on our merch one day. I love pudding.
I do. Pudding is so good.
No, and it was. And you have to give them 20 minutes at the Commanders to make theirs, and it's worth the 20 minutes.
No, literally. It was so good on top. Like, wow. So that's like really the highlight. And then we like just kind of had a good time after that. We didn't have to leave until like that evening. So we got to like saunter and have champagne, and literally that's my love language. I'm like, y'all have your 5 love languages, mine champagne and like sauntering the streets.
Yeah.
Like rain-coated streets. Like how romantic is that? And you know what? I love romanticizing life. I love romanticizing my life. Like times have been really hard for us at times, and like romanticizing life like truly like shifts perspective. So I love it.
Yeah, and it is like so European. Like it rained almost every day, and like the streets look European. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's
Cobblestone are like you're gonna fall in a hole, but that's okay. We
love
them anyway.
If you're
we will dodge them.
If you're Ubering, it's like you're on a wooden roller coaster. I'll be frank.
No, yeah, Ubering it's just like a wooden roller coaster. It's such a thrill ride, you know. Like
you're just jostled and tousled, like no telling what's gonna happen.
And you're gonna meet a friend in line, because the Uber drivers. I've never met a mean Uber driver in New Orleans. One time, just one time, but like we've Ubered there like 100 times. So it's just like you know.
No, it was perfect. It was great. A great celebration kickoff to our birth month. Me and KB are both Cancers.
We're Cancers to everyone we know.
Literally. And so I get the first half of the month because we're also disturbing people that take a whole month to celebrate their births.
And honestly, like sharing is not so caring, but here we are caring.
Here we are. But luckily, I get 15 days and she gets 15 days because her birthday's on the 16th. So, should we dive into the stories?
We should dive into the stories, but yeah.
No, we just
and Tanner's birthday is on Friday, so just know like we'll be doing this.
We might do one Friday. I don't know.
We might be doing one Friday. We might not be, but we'll be podcasting with you all week. Our commitment is to try and get at least 3 episodes out.
But it is up to the birthday man's discretion if there'll be one released on Friday.
But today's almost your birthday.
Yeah.
Do you like it when people sing happy birthday to you?
No, it literally makes me want to crawl under the table and hide.
If you had to choose, like, if you had a Russian roulette your birthday, and it was like somebody sings to you at a table.
Okay. Like someone like, and where's the table? I need more context, but
like,
that's fine.
you like, okay, like I always think of Shoney's.
Okay,
like,
Shoney's fine. Great. Noted. I'm at Shoney's. They're going to sing to me or
like a FaceTime call and somebody's singing to you and you just have to like sit there and smile back. Like imagine it, like really put yourself in the situation. Like you're not just at home, like you're smiling back. You're like, haha, you're trying to do your shit on your birthday and people are just calling and singing to you and you're like, or would you rather somebody you love pull out a guitar and sing to you happy birthday in an intimate setting? Which one's your worst?
Obviously, the guitar being pulled out in an intimate setting because, like, what if they can't sing? Then I'm going to have to be uncomfortable for 2 whole minutes. Like a FaceTime I can fake, or like, you know, like even in person, like at Shoney's, I can be like,
happy birthday. We're so glad you came.
So that would be fine too. But my most favorite would be over the phone because then I can just be like, have them on mute.
I just thought that'd be fun. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever played that game. You should do that. That's a great icebreaker. I'm going to add it to the chart.
You should, yeah.
What's your preferred method
of
dying
birthday,
on
celebrations?
Your
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into the stories. Speaking of birthday celebrations.
Yeah. Oh, Khloe money.
Khloe Kardashian celebrates her 40th birthday with Dolly Parton-inspired bash. Okay, well, my immediate take is, did Khloe get a boob job?
Okay. I think it's the corset, but next.
I think she's like trying to cosplay Beyonce.
Without a doubt. It's like very... If I looked at the drink menu, I saw several photos that came out. The drink menu, like something made reference to like a Beyonce song, I think. So yes, I also thought that it was like diamonds and denim seam. They had a mechanical bull. Kim was being flipped around by Britney Spears' manager. She was so blackout drunk she doesn't remember. I'm like, who amongst us hasn't been there?
Who hasn't been there?
And yeah, I don't know. It looked fun. They did the Dollywood, like you said, kind of in reference. On Dollywood, they have the W.
Yes.
That's the butterfly.
Yes.
So it was Khloe Wood with a butterfly W.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, and like, it looked like Snoop Dogg made an appearance.
I know, that made me happy.
That's pretty sick. Okay.
No, I would Snoop
like
come
that
to my
is
birthday.
A really cool
That's my
thing.
dream.
Her brother Rob made an appearance. I could do without.
That's shocking. No, I'm surprised he made it out of the house. Great.
I know. What did we see? What he looked like? The mother of the two's ex, Tristan Thompson, also paid a tribute to her with a social media post. I don't care.
Ugh. Yeah. Don't care.
Screamed, F you, Tristan.
Yeah.
No, literally. Oh, my Dolly, it's time to party. She captioned a video of herself getting ready. Well, you know what? Like, I just honestly think, like, I don't love the angles and or proportions of this outfit. Like, I don't love this bustier on her, and like it's just like, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. I did see, like, I would say from the party, best dressed was Kylie Jenner, and I think she's still taking notes from Timothee Chalamet and like doing pared down, because all the other Card Jenners were in like diamonds and denim and had like all this sparkle and all this other stuff, whereas hers was just like, it looked like cut off Levi's that became a dress, you know, like the top was like the button.
It is so cute.
Yeah, it's just like kind of chic, elegant. I didn't love the boots, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, actually, like, I don't hate the boots. Like, I understand what the boots are doing, like, in this moment. Like, and I think they'll age well.
Yeah. So, I don't know. My guttural reaction would be, why this? But fun. Like, they had a mechanical bull. Like, I could see the joy in that, you know? Like, I just don't think that's, like, a good 40th birthday celebration. Like, what about that screams 40?
What about it doesn't scream 40?
Well, maybe it's a midlife crisis.
Well, no, because Khloe said she wanted to start living in her 40s. Like, if you think about, like, the Kardashian episode, and that she was, like, that her 30s have been so bad every year.
Right,
that 40,
I do remember this, yes.
And so, like, I just think for her, she's like, this was my big moment.
So that's, like, living, riding a bull?
Yeah, riding a bull, getting dressed up. Snoop Dogg comes to your birthday party.
No, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yums. If that's what Khloe Money wants to do on her 40th, God bless.
On my 40th, I want to be on a yacht.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would live my life differently. I would get out of Calabasas.
Khloe already had all that, but that's the thing. I just like, yeah, it just like, it would not be for me, Khloe.
I would have a more Courtney arc and be like in Rome and Portofino, you know, like doing those kinds of things.
No, literally, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, so I don't know, but that's fine, Khloe. Congratulations. And kind of leads us into our next story.
Yeah.
Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were spotted out together last night, I believe, after 5 months not being seen together. Thoughts? Do you think they're still together? Well, obviously they're still together. They went to a movie.
Like,
That's a
does
very
this,
like date
my
date.
first thought is, one, what is she trying to promote, or what is he trying to promote? Second thought is, what is Travis doing right now? Travis Scott doing right now? It's for the cog in the machine. So what's
Okay.
happening? That's always my first thought. It's like, what's happening?
You just think this is so PR.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
phenomenon.
Okay, cool. No, I don't disagree. I think he was obvious. Well, I think
And I
Timothy
like them
was.
together. Like, I do. I think they were super cute, whether their chemistry was real or fake. But, like,
No, I mean, I saw them at the. Yeah, I mean, like, you can only fake so much, but I don't know. And I think that he was filming a movie, his Bob Dylan movie, so maybe that's why they weren't seen together for those few months. But again, you're
yeah.
a billionaire and you have a private jet and, like, can go see him. And, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
that's
maybe they
like
just weren't
Kylie's
seen together.
pattern, though. Like, Kylie, and she's a mama, too. She's like, I'm not coming to see you. Like, when you
No,
get
I
back,
understand
like,
that,
I
too.
love you so much. Can't wait to see you. Like, LOL. So, like, yeah, but, like, I do wonder, like, okay, how much of this is PR? And that's what I think about most relationships in Hollywood, because, like, most of it is to feed the cog in the machine.
Yeah, but I do like this pairing. So if it is PR, I say it's a good PR relationship, but I just
No,
need to
I
see more of them
agree.
together.
I agree. If it is, I think it is a good PR relationship. If it isn't, that's so fun too. But yeah, they were like headed to the TCL theater in Hollywood, California. So like, yeah, he's just like back on her turf. And so like, if he's been out filming and she's just like, I'm going to do what I want, like, then that's fun.
Totally
Maybe
fair.
they're just like we hang out when we're in the town together.
Yeah, they're like when we're in the same town, we're together. When we're not, we don't know what's happening, but that's okay.
Yeah. Like,
It's not our
we have
business.
so much fun together. Like,
Yeah.
let's hang out when we're together.
I could see that for Kylie actually.
Well, and she just like, she doesn't need anything super serious. Like,
No, for sure.
and what I've like seen also from her and like Travis Scott is like, she's done this before of like, she's with you and we didn't see anything, and then all of a sudden you're having a baby, and then she's with you, then she's not with you, then she's not with you, then she's not with you, then she's with you, and then we're having a baby. So like, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. That's for sure.
And then she was like, I'm not with you no more.
Which I respected.
Oh, I'm so glad to. Yeah, so there's that. Rare sighting.
Now, someone who is definitely together, she's actually a married lady.
Who?
Olivia Culpo.
Oh, yes.
Married the Chiefs. Is he a Chiefs? Christian McCaffrey? I don't know. He's a football person. You all know.
McCaffrey, yeah.
Yeah. I believe he works with the Chiefs. For the Chiefs. I don't know. But they got married in Rhode Island. The reason I saw it, it's Vogue covered it. I think that she maybe will be doing something for them in like an upcoming issue. But it was on their Instagram. She was in a custom Dolce & Gabbana dress. It was very like princess vibes to me, which was cool. Like, if again, not here to yuck anyone's yums. I just think for Rhode Island, an 18-foot like silk taffeta dress is a lot in the heat. But you know, I don't know.
No, I agree. Like, some people's just like, I don't know.
I mean, she looks stunning. Like, let's start there. Beautiful. Like, obviously, she's a model, but
Right. Just like sometimes I get perplexed by like the choices.
people's
But
choices.
you know what I do know is that she probably has tried on lots of wedding dresses from being like a model and things. So,
Yeah.
or like lots of dresses. So maybe she was just like dying to wear this style. I just can't like, I don't love the style. I'll just say
That's
that.
me. Like, I'm like,
From what I'm seeing
they're
from this picture, I don't love it.
in a garden in London, Europe, wherever would be breathtaking. But I'm just like, in Rhode Island, I think it was beachy. Like it was on the cliffs, you know, like I'm just like, okay, I didn't get that vibe from this, but okay.
No.
Maybe it'll translate whenever we see photos with the whole venue and everything.
No, I agree. And then there's something else too that I was like looking at. It looks like, did her bridesmaids wear champagne?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like they wore champagne dresses, which I can get on board with. I do kind of like it when like the colors all like mute together in ways.
Yeah, we didn't have to deal with that because we didn't have, well, I mean, your sister, like we kind of picked out people's colors, but
we picked out their colors for them. It was so helpful.
it was. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think, so they all matched. Would that be something you would do if you had bridesmaids? Would you have matching dresses or like
Oh, no,
matching
they didn't all
fabrics?
Match. They all had like similar colors but different fabrics.
Okay.
If I had bridesmaids, I think I would give them a list of options. And just because I know my body so well, I would really look at their bodies and give them options that would be like, oh, this would work for them or this wouldn't work for them. Like, I think many times like people are just like, I like these styles. And it's like, but will that actually work for them? And
Right.
like, I'm so in tune with my body and what I know will work for me that I feel like I would give them like 7 different options and be like, you can choose from these.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
And with like varying price points from anywhere from like 50 to 500, like, because I have friends that have those price points, like.
Right. No, for sure.
And then it's like, if y'all want to submit a picture to me and be like, this one looks like this style, but I like it more and I like it, I'll be like, sure.
Okay, I'm seeing the dresses now. Yeah, like you said, they're just kind of all a similar tone in color, which I do like. Because, again, you get different shapes, you get different textures. It kind of just adds to things, in my opinion, but who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
When it's time to go.
But yeah, that was exciting news. It was a star-studded affair. I saw a lot of celebrities there. I think Travis was maybe even there for a second, and then Taylor flew him back. That's what I heard. I don't know. That's all alleged.
No, literally. Who knows? It's all alleged. She has supposedly, like, Todd update.
I'm like, should we give him a Todd update?
Let's give a little bit of a Todd update.
Let's do it.
Like, the most important thing that I think happened yesterday on the Eras Tour is that Taylor has been in Dublin.
Yeah.
Dublin, Ireland. She has... And the best thing that happened yesterday to me was Stevie Nicks.
I was going to say, the most important thing was definitely Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks came to the Eras Tour. Stevie's also performing in Dublin right now. Taylor's talked about being inspired by Stevie for a long time. And honestly, the feeling's mutual because Stevie Nicks has also said that about Taylor. And she even said it in a concert that, like, she felt like she wrote You're on Your Own Kid for her. And, like, how she lost her, like, dearest friend, Christine, who she performed in Fleetwood Mac with. And she was like, I'll never perform in Fleetwood Mac again because of, like... She's like, it's not the same without her.
Yeah.
And so the surprise songs actually all line up with that of like Claire Bow. You look like Claire Bow. You look like Stevie Nicks. It's just like the tale of fame. And like it's the same. She mashed it up with The Lucky One, which is also the story. Just it seems like from like a younger perspective. Like Claire Bow seems like a much more like mature way of like writing the song. And just like how like she took it and just like flipped The Lucky One on its head basically. Both equally beautiful songs, but like yeah, so like they just like the songs mirror each other, and like that's what we've learned from deep diving in Taylor, but also doing like lots of TikToks and learnings of like Taylor tells like very similar stories in most albums. It's just through like her new perspective,
right?
And like it says, she talks about it. She says, write what you know. And she does. She writes so much of what she knows, and like fame is that. And so she wrote those two. So like obviously inspired by Stevie Nicks, which is really cool. And then she played No Mashup. We haven't got a No Mashup in a long time.
Yeah.
You're on Your Own Kid.
I know. Such a good song.
And then she like just like spoke to Stevie like when she got there of just like, I'm going to play these tonight. Like I'm so inspired by her. Stevie is such a friend in the industry, and she's such a female friend to like so many of us. And like, that's why we get to be who we are.
Yeah.
And so like, I just always love paying homage. So it was really cool. Todd update.
There
was all kinds of people there, but yeah.
I mean, she was the most important for sure.
Yes. And like, obviously, like while we were gone, the whole Travis thing happened on stage.
Oh my gosh. I know. We didn't even get to have a Todd update about that, which is
actually,
fine.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Travis was on stage in Wembley in London, and you know what? People were gagged, right?
Okay.
Were you gagged?
Oh, to see him up there? Yeah, for sure.
I was gagged.
No, I was undone. I thought it was AI generated. I was like, oh my God, we've all been fooled, you guys.
No.
Until I went on TikTok Live and saw him up there dancing.
No, actually, I saw it. We were at the Vintage.
Exactly. I think I saw it on the Daily Mail or something.
Yeah, we were at the Vintage having drinks with our friend Hannah.
Hannah, our bestie. Yeah.
And we were there, and I saw it, and I literally was like guffawed, and I literally said, and the actors were hitting their marks. And they were.
Yeah.
The actors were hitting their marks, baby. But you know what?
So
that wasn't the most interesting part of that performance either to me.
Okay, why?
Because of her surprise song. Her surprise song that day, she brought out good old Gracie Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
And Gracie and Taylor just released a track 5 on Gracie's album. And if you don't know what a track 5 is with Taylor Swift, like go Google it. It's fine. Gracie and Taylor put out a song called Us.
Yeah.
And it's from her album, The Secret of Us. And it felt like just like Travis felt like a distraction to the surprise song, honestly.
That's fair. Yeah, it's an incredible song. Us. It's like in my head at all times.
And Gracie's merch was just released on Us, and it's one beautiful little rainbow.
Yeah.
That looks just like the me rainbow with us underneath it. Instead of me, it's us.
Us. So yeah, it's a great song.
It's about a secret relationship.
If you don't know, you should listen to it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I think that was the bigger red herring of the show, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
Hide them in plain sight.
I
Oh,
prefer hiding
also,
in plain
I did
sight.
see on the Daily Mail this morning.
Yes.
she does. I did see on the Daily Mail this morning, speaking of Gracie Abrams, 2 things I didn't know about her. Her dad is J.J. Abrams, news to me.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
And
okay.
like so many other things, but I don't know what they are.
And then she was allegedly out on a, in quotations, date with Paul Mescal.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You know who's best friends with Paul Mescal?
Who?
Joe Alwyn.
Oh, I know him too.
Yeah, what do they have in common?
Taylor? Yeah. So anyways, that was interesting. Curious. But yeah, I like Gracie. She's kind of newer to me because she's not of my generation, but
no,
she's coming.
Like she's 24. She's younger,
right, exactly.
She is a great songwriter.
No, she really is, and I like a lot of her music.
That bridge really was a Taylor Swift bridge, I tell you, in Us.
Yes, Taylor wrote that bridge for sure.
Yeah, and we got to see them like lighting their house on fire. So, yeah. What else happened? You know what else?
Oh, no, what?
Well, this wasn't this. This is actually a win.
Tell.
The BET Awards were on last night.
Oh, I know. I'm so mad that we missed it. I don't even think we recorded it, but luckily, I think we can maybe watch it on like replay, or maybe we'll get clips on YouTube because Lauryn Hill performed.
Well, and it was like Peacock Theater, so I think it'll probably be on
Peacock. Oh, gorgeous.
That'll be fabulous.
No, stunning. Yeah. Okay, we'll watch it on Peacock then, hopefully. And it was in Los Angeles last night. Yes. There were several interesting things that happened. Number one, top of mind for me, like I said, Lauryn Hill performed. Lauryn Hill performed. Yeah. Lauryn Hill performed. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's huge.
I know. I'm obsessed. Like the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that album is like seared into my memory. Like I know every line, every beat, every word. Obsessed.
I love that, baby.
Yeah. And so that's really exciting. So I have to see that. Also, Will Smith tried to make a comeback with
Don't call it a comeback.
Kirk Franklin and Chandler Moore.
That's interesting. That's an interesting toss up.
Yeah,
So Will was with Chandler and Kirk?
I believe they all maybe performed together. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Just from what I read, it said like he made his comeback with Kirk Franklin, Chandler Moore, and there was an additional person, but I don't recall.
Oh, that's so interesting because you know where Chandler Moore is from?
I do, Mav City Music. Yeah.
Mav City Music. And so Chandler
left.
I wouldn't say started. Chandler launched a large part of his career with Maverick City Music, and he then like disappeared from Maverick City Music, and I think there's like a story came out of just like he wanted to leave. He wanted to not just make like gospel music, but make music that felt like true to him, but also like the something to look at is just like look at who's still left in Mav City Music.
Yeah, there's definitely a story there and probably a deep dive for another day. But yeah, it's very interesting, and a lot of you probably know that story, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, who else? Oh, Victoria Monet was honored, or I think she won actually. Apologies, but Usher was honored, and
Usher was honored. Yeah, that was cool.
Keke Palmer performed for him, which I got to see that. I love Keke Palmer.
We were just talking about Keke Palmer last night. We love Keke Palmer.
I know, I love Keke Palmer. So yeah, I missed a lot, and I'm sad about it, but I have a lot to watch and catch up on.
Yes, so I'm excited to like see that. Go and watch that, y'all. It's such good television. It's always a good performance. And then, you know what wasn't a good performance? Kevin Costner's film Horizon, an American saga, flops.
Some would call it a flop. Yeah.
It's a flop.
It's a flop. Well, you know, I kind of heard this whenever it was premiering at Sundance and all these other like film festivals and things like at Cannes and stuff, Cannes, however you say it. Everyone was like, this is not a good movie. It's not good. It's not good. It's like a fake Yellowstone, and he should have probably just stuck with Yellowstone, which he's not coming back to. I also did hear last week, I think.
Yeah, he's not coming back to.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a Western film. The first in a 4-film series. A 4-film? I don't think it's going to happen.
If the first one didn't go well, why in the hell would we make 3 more?
Right, because it was $100 million gamble, and they only made 11 mil.
Oh, that is sad to say.
And you know what did make? Inside Out 2, $57.4 million.
You know, some say the sequel is never the equal, but that cannot be the case for Inside Out 2.
Yeah, Inside Out 2 is doing great, but ooh, it's wild.
That's embarrassing. I mean, like, Kevin, it's time for you to go to your ranch, go be with Jewel, go live, laugh, love with all your children. Like, maybe take the note I gave to Jennifer, retire.
Go retire. No, literally. And like, how many more, like, I don't mean this like in such a disrespectful way, but like, how many more times can we watch a Western film that's like the same plot? Like, give me a Western film.
People love it though.
I know they love it, but like, it's the
boomers.
same. What'd you say?
The boomers. my dad and like my granddad will watch the same movies and the same
But
westerns
that's the same
over
movie,
and
it's
over
like
and
a
over
classic,
again.
But I'm saying like he's trying to recreate a classic. It feels
Yeah,
like with
that's
this,
true.
and it's like I don't need you to recreate a classic. Like he was on a classic. Yellowstone is going to be considered
A
a
classic.
classic.
Yeah, for sure.
Like quit trying to recreate something just because of like I don't know what it is, but like what like Yellowstone is going to be considered a classic. Like his performance
turned
on
his
that
back
show
on it.
is fabulous.
And he'll go down as the person who turned his back on a classic.
And that's what I mean. Like,
Wow.
stop trying to recreate this. Like, John Wayne knows John Wayne, and that's why we still watch John Wayne.
Well, I don't, but some people do, yeah.
Well, I don't either, but like that's why people do, is because like he understood the art and the creativity of that piece, and like he like ran with it. But like, don't run with something when you're still hitched to a project.
No, for sure. And it's like so similar. It really does like water down the brand.
Yeah, and so like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Stop trying to
for sure.
recreate something when you're in the middle of it. It's crazy.
Well, that is true. And I don't think I'll be watching Inside Out 2, but I'm happy for it.
Yeah, it's like
It's the first movie.
It hits $1 billion.
Yeah. It's the first movie of 2024 to do that, I believe.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Birthdays, brand deals, and
If
billions.
we could get into like voiceover work, like this is our pitch to anyone in voiceover. We'll
I'm so
timestamp
good
this.
at that.
No, we can do accents. We can do different things. Like we can make it work.
Yeah, just let me know. I can be sad. Do you need me to be sad?
I'm not,
I can be sad. Do you need me happy? Like I can literally tell you anything. Like I just got here and like I'm so obsessed. Like I literally just came from the tanning bed. Like that's what it was just supposed to be like. And shout out to my sissy girl who, woo. Yeah, I'll just keep that there. But yeah, it's like any voiceover work needed, like happy to do it,
Please
sister.
reach out.
I can literally like Tanner and I will be like in like small conflict, like not like arguing, but like misunderstanding communication sometimes. And he's like, okay, you ready? And I'll be like, yep. Hi, I'm so happy to sell you this product. And I literally was just like, I'm so mad and hungry. Like, I'm literally giving you range. Add this to my portfolio.
No, for sure. It's added into the portfolio. And you know what's kind of sad?
What?
There's not a lot on TV ATM.
No, literally, TV's a little like a Debbie Downer right now. Like New Jersey's happening, but like we're kind of watching
we gotta
it.
catch
There was
up.
like a big fight the other
Last
night.
night, I think.
I literally fell asleep though in the last one because we were so tired on Saturday.
Oh, it was good. I think I watched most of it. But yeah, Jersey is getting good, I will say.
Yeah, Jersey's good. And we have like the Watch What Happens Live, like 15 years or 20 years, whatever it is with
15.
Andis Cohen. And so I'm excited to watch that. We've still watched Clipped. Clipped has been good. If you're not watching Clipped, like you should check it out. It's been like a really good docu-series.
Yes.
And
we did watch the Kardashians.
literally felt like the longest episode ever.
No,
Every
I
time
thought
we
it
watch
was
it, we're like, was that 2 hours?
I thought it was an extended version. I was like, why did they do this to us?
42 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Now I will say I did like at the end whenever Kendall and Kylie like deplaned herself, and then Kendall like was like, this is becoming a pattern with Kylie, and I'm like, you're right, it is, and call her out. I want to see these sisters fight. We always see Kim and Courtney fight, or Kim and Khloe fight, or one of the iterations.
Yes.
It's time for the younger girls to fight.
No, literally, let them fight it out. And you know what? Like, I just think they're so wild sometimes. No, Kylie does always get out of shit, and they always
she
just let
does.
her.
No,
They
and
just
Chris
let
babies her. She's like, it's okay, baby, it's okay, and I'm like, no, it's not. You've
not
created
okay.
a monster. A
Created a
monster. Yeah. So, well, anyways. Well, you did watch that, and that was fine, but it was boring.
Yeah, it was boring. And you know what? I just like wasn't here. I think it was last week's episode. Maybe it was the beginning of this week's episode. I can't tell. But Kylie was crying about people like making fun of her face, like in cans. And I was like, no, sister, like your filler migrated. Like it's what happened. And like, I get that you're upset that people are talking about you, but like, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
That Judge Judy book seared into my memory as well.
Like, it's also how you've made your, in quotations, millions on millions. So like, right. I don't know what to, because you know what, the billions was like discredited.
Ooh.
It was.
I know.
It just
just did that for effect.
Yeah, so it's about to be a what girl fight. Do you remember that song?
Yeah, I do actually. That was a different time. I felt like that's like just an outdoor. I remember like listening to that, like playing outside as a kid for some reason.
No, I love listening to Girl Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like kind of what's cooking on TV.
Yeah, not a
There's
lot.
more things coming. Like I know we'll get Salt Lake City soon. Orange County's coming back on. I want to see who they've recasted for that. Tamara and Katie wore the same dress. Like Tamara wore
They
her
did
same
the
dress
silver
for
dress
her
for
like
the reunion.
photos as Katie did for her reunion. And I just wonder what the time overlaps was of like when Katie wore that versus when it was shown, because Katie wore that technically in March. Those pictures started coming out in April. So when did Tamara take her like season pictures? Because if I was one of them, I wouldn't do that dress. I wouldn't do it again.
No, I know, but this is something that the housewife, it happens. Like that Ashley Darby purple dress from last season, every housewife's worn that
I know.
since.
I'm just like, y'all need to like, I don't know how you find a stylist, but like, how are you
I
finding
think
someone that's
Bravo,
creative?
I think that Bravo, especially for these big press junkets, like if it's a reunion or if it's like photos, they need to have a stylist. It's like, this has already been worn. They do it at like TV shows. This has
Yeah.
already been worn. We're not doing this. You have to pick another outfit, unfortunately,
Yeah,
for
like
you.
X, like
Yeah.
yeah, and like they send in like they should send in like 6 or 7 photo options, and Bravo should be paying the cost of like the stylist and the dress for this because like it is like
Someone
their
call Rachel
promos,
Zoe.
and it's like also like using their image to like promote your brand. So I do think they should be paying for all of that. Like let me be clear, but also there should be someone that just be like, nope.
Right. Especially for like promos or like reunion looks. Like there needs to be no overlap because I don't even like this. Because, remember that whole like bitch stole my look thing? Like
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and why are we like pitting them against each other?
exactly.
Because
That's like annoying.
they both look great in it.
Agreed.
Like, I think Katie obviously looks greater, but I think it's because Katie's youthful.
I know.
I don't mean it in a bad way. Just
new
Tamara's
haircut's
just
great.
older, and so like Katie just brings a different pizzazz to it, and like her dark hair.
Yeah.
Like it's the dark features.
The dark with the silver is really stunning. I
But
agree.
like also like we're not here to.
To yuck anyone's yums.
Yeah.
It's not our story to tell.
Yeah, it's not our story to tell. So here we are.
Here we are. Oh my gosh. Well, is that pretty much everything? Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Couples Couch podcast, where we give you our clickbait culture stories and everything in between. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. And if you're not following us on Instagram, TikTok, or any of those pieces, go and do it now. And if you haven't already given us a rating, please go rate us. We appreciate that. We covet it from you. Anyways. All right. Love you so much.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.